Well, nice victory for sure. We were able to get the W. Defensively, we played well. You know, first half, I thought we did some good things defensively. They hit some great shots with hands in their face. They made some tough shots where it was kind of good defense but better offense. And biggest problem we had the first half is our turnovers. We had 13, which led them to 17 second-chance points in the first half. And then the second half, we did a much better job of taking care of the ball, limiting them to just 3 turnovers, or limiting to us just to 3 turnovers. But we had points in the paint, 24 each half, points in the paint, so we got that done, which was nice, and got to make the free throws. But overall, you know, obviously a productive game. Always good to get a win. Saturday, it was a bad day at a bad time. I was disappointed. I was waking up in cold sweats for the last 96 hours or 72 hours, whatever it was. It was just miserable for me. And I had to snap out of it. But I was furious because I felt that our approach wasn't right leading up to that game. And I was warning the guys about that, and it happens. I mean, we see it all around the country. You see these different teams. It happens. So I just felt that, you know, what I did is I eliminated the locker room. I eliminated anything that they could wear with Memphis on it. Nothing with practice jerseys, nothing could they have Memphis on it, because I told them that it's about Memphis, and it's a privilege and an honor to wear that, and it's not a right. And I didn't like their attitudes on Saturdays in terms of just overall the game, so I wanted to take some things away, and that also included the names on the back of the jersey. And based on the night, I felt the team had a great approach leading up. They had really good attitude, so I will let them back in the locker room, and I will let them wear Memphis stuff in practice. But I'm keeping the rest of the year no more names on the back of the jersey, and if it's up to me, I don't think I'll have names anymore on the back of the jerseys the rest of my career here as a head coach at Memphis. Because it's got to be about the name on the front. It's got to be about the name on the front. So that's important to me. So that's that. Just, you know, I just think that at the time we just needed a little bit of a change, and maybe Chris, who I thought had a tremendous attitude today, needed a little kick in the butt, and he needed a little bit of a change. Chris is an extremely talented player, very, very talented, and we need Chris for our team to do what we need to do. We need Chris to be at a high level. But I felt his approach wasn't right for Saturday at all. And this isn't anything, you know, negative about Chris, because he's a pro potential prospect. And but his whole thing is when his approach is on, he's a very good player. And when he has great body, when he has a great attitude, again, Chris is not he's not going to be a guy that's going to be a rah-rah guy. He doesn't need to be, but he's got to have a great attitude at all times, because when he does, he's exceptional talent. So I wanted to teach him that, you know, not only do you hurt the team, you hurt yourself. And you need to have great body language at all times. Whether you agree or disagree with stuff, that's just how it needs to be done. And I felt today he had very good body language. He was positive. He was up cheering his teammates, and it was contagious. Positive energy is contagious. Negative energy is like a cancer. It spreads and ruins.
Josh, you seemed exceptionally animated today, and I wanted to know if that was part of this whole you got to put your foot down, you're the boss thing, what you've been doing in practice, taking away the Memphis name, keeping them out of the locker room. I mean, you knew you were the coach out there. You knew that what you said was what they needed to do. At least that's the way I felt. Tell me if you were more animated than normal.
No, I mean, I think I've been pretty animated this year at times. I mean, I don't coach any differently. I mean, look, we're still a young team. And, I mean, we had some deficiencies. But after the game, I mean, for crying out loud, I mean, people were we were in a sense where people were thinking that the world had gotten back to, you know, to flat again, and I try to tell people, Christopher Columbus, it's in the history books that he said the world is round, and meaning that we were still in the tournament, we were solidly in the tournament, we weren't even a bubble. I mean, we are in the tournament. Now we maybe backed ourselves a little bit in the corner, but the key part is we've scheduled. We had a bad game, and the other thing with UTEP, you know, part of their beginning part of the year, should we have won the game? Yeah, but UTEP played well. They played well, and we didn't. So I want our guys to learn to be able to handle success, and that's the next step that we need as a team. That you win 4, 5, 6 in a row, we can't have a step back. We've got to go keep moving forward, and that's only through energy and effort. We can't get complacent, and so that's that.
Josh, in terms of their approach, I mean, did you have issues at all with the reaction after the game, or was it just leading up? And then could you kind of explain at what point you made the decision? All right, I'm taking these things away.
Well, I felt after the win on Tulane, I just I felt Friday. I felt Friday we had a poor practice, and as a coach, you're sitting there, you're screaming, I'm throwing stuff, and you're doing just crazy stuff. And then that night, I try to have a highlight tape. I want to do something positive they try to get our energy back. Then I do that. But we were just sleepwalking through the whole game, and we were up early, and we were up 9-0. We should have been up more. So I just felt our approach was poor. And now, before that, since Christmas break, we have improved in every area. We have gotten so much better. But that game, we took a step back. We weren't the same team after Christmas break on that one game. And even those practices leading up, we weren't. It was the first time since Christmas break where we had poor approach. And so I was so upset because I felt, man, that was pre-Christmas. And I wanted to play on Sunday. I was ready to play. But anyway, I just, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to take things away and have them understand that this is a privilege. This is, for the way you played out there, the way we played, it's inexcusable on that Saturday game. But again, it was a bad day at the office. It wasn't a continuation stuff. It was since Christmas break, we have gotten better, and the improvement is there. It's just that one game and that day or two leading up was just unfortunately not good.